Hello everyone, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to do a really quick video announcing my TBR for this weekend's Cramathon. Cramathon is a readathon created by Whitney over at Witty Reads. I will link her info down below as well as the announcement for the Cramathon. I'm usually about quality over quantity, but that's not always the case. Sometimes little things that you can read really quickly are also good things. So that's why I participated in this readathon, because I have quite a few small books on my TBR, and the point of this Cramathon is to knock off as many books on your TBR as you can. This readathon has a series of challenges. I believe there's 7. I will not be participating in all of the challenges, but for the most part I will be. So let's get started. The first challenge is read a children's book, and for this I picked Who Could That Be at This Hour by Harrison-Rickert. It is his newest, I believe, series. It's middle grade. I'm not really sure what it's about. I have a feeling it's kind of like a mystery. Harrison-Rickert, of course, is the author of Series of Unfortunate Events, one of my all-time favorite series, because that just composed my childhood. So I'm really looking forward to reading this and beginning off my weekend with this. The next challenge is to read a hardback. This is because generally it's pretty hard to find short novels in hardback form, but I managed to, and I found Nothing Gold Can Stay by Ron Rash. This is a series of short stories. I bought this recently. Reviews say that they're really beautiful, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. The next challenge is to read 2 books in 24 hours. If I have time and if I do really well, I have selected 2 separate books for this challenge. Otherwise, I will just be using books from other challenges in contribution. But the first book I have chosen especially for this challenge is Stories for the Nighttime and Some for the Day by Ben Lowry. The second book I chose for the 24-hour challenge was Less Than Zero by Bret Easton Ellis. I don't know much about this book, but I know that my husband has it on my e-reader, so it's around 200 pages. I figured I would read it. There's a lot of other Bret Easton Ellis on my TBR, not this one, but I'm going to see how I like it. Next challenge is to read a graphic novel, and for this I selected Gotham City Sirens Strange Fruit. It is volume 3 in the Gotham City Sirens series. I read the first 2 volumes in comic book form, but then I kind of fell behind buying comic books. So I just bought this graphic novel instead, so I'm really looking forward to reading it. Next is to read a book in verse, and for this I chose Ellen Hopkins' Crank. I have read this before, but I haven't read it since I was like 13 maybe, or 14. I was just a super angsty teen, and this really spoke to me, so I just want to read it again to see if it's actually as good as, you know, the pedestal I put it up on when I was a teenager. I might not get around to this, but it's the only book I know of on my TBR that is written in verse. But if you guys have any suggestions of books written in verse that I could use for this challenge, let me know, and I would gladly switch this out for something else. But I don't know. I don't really know any other books written in verse like this. In case you don't know, it's written like in little verses, just like that. And it looks really big, but it ends up being really, really fast because it is so separated and so split up into verses. The next challenge is to read a novella. I kind of scoured my TBR, and I don't really have any novellas that I really, really, really want to read. There's like a few, like Heart of Darkness, that I should read, but I don't really want to, and I know if I pick a book that I don't want to read, I won't. So in place of a novella, I chose another short novel, and that is The Word for World is Forest. That took me like 10 takes to say, because that is hard to say. This is by Ursula K. Le Guin. It's a science fiction, I believe, about a war in between kind of like the invaders and the invadees. So I'm looking forward to reading this. It's just under 200 pages, I think, and really large font in that, so I think I'll just fly right through it. And finally, the 7th challenge is to read at least 5 books this weekend, and I'm hoping that I do. All of them are pretty short, so I think I'll get through them, but hey, who knows? Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Anyways, guys, if you are participating in Cramathon, let me know down in the comments so I will be sure to check out your Cramathon TBR videos. If you're not participating and you'd like to, you still have time. We don't start until the 10th and it goes till the 13th. So you still have some time to pick out your books and participate in the Cramathon. As always, you can all find me on Goodreads, Twitter, and Tumblr. I will leave the links down in the doobly-doo. I hope you all have a fabulous rest of the week and enjoy your summer. Enjoy some reading outdoors. My favorite thing to do in the summer. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.